tonight I'm going to talk about a film that really surprised me. And when it comes to the year 2022, it's definitely in my top 10, and it's definitely one of my favorites. And that is Smile. This movie was kind of creepy. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't expecting much. I saw the trailer and I'm just like, it kind of reminds me of that movie Truth or Dare. This is 1,000 times better than Truth or Dare. I think the 2016 one movie. This movie reminds me of It Follows mixed with The Ring. It has that unnerving quality to it, with the really cool panning cinematography shots that they have, slow panning. There's a shot where the lady is in her apartment and it's kind of dark and she's looking around really slow, and all of a sudden you see this figure standing there smiling just like this. And it's very faint though, but you can see the figure standing there. And that was like probably one of the creepiest moments. It was just sort of random, but yeah, this movie really surprised me. I freaking love it. I know a lot of people that I talk to say they enjoyed it as well. But here I have the Blu-ray, and it says, once you see it, it's too late. Smile. Certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. This thing includes the terrifying original short film that started it all. Not really sure what that is. It's called, let's see, Laura Hasn't Slept. Short film that started it all, with introduction by the director Parker Finn. Also has commentary, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, guys, so you have this doctor named Rose who experiences this patient talking about bizarre images that she's seeing, and she's also seeing this thing that's smiling at her. And she's so afraid, and she's, just going kind of nuts. And then all of a sudden, she freaks out and she ends up dying in front of Rose. Rose witnesses this whole thing, and so ever since that happened, she goes home, and then now she's starting to see the same thing that one girl was seeing. What I love about this movie is it's kind of psychological too. They kind of go back and forth, okay, is she just, did Rose experience trauma? Is that why she's seeing this stuff? Is it just in her mind? Or is she really seeing this? It kind of builds up, it's not all at once. It builds up to where she sees something, then it starts to get worse. And there's this thing that kind of reminds me of The Ring, because they do some research and they find out that this thing it will keep doing this for so many days. Some people say it takes a week for it to come after you. It takes a few, 4 days, 2 days to come after you. It's kind of random. So in a way, it's kind of like The Ring, where The Ring took 7 days, and then she comes after you. So it's I kind of like that relation. Now, It Follows, it kind of reminds me of that, because this thing is always following somebody. Whoever it's going after, it's always there. So that's kind of the relation to It Follows. Not only with the really cool music, but also the tense cinematography, the slow panning shots. Really, really looks awesome. So Rose starts to experience all this stuff, and she's a doctor. She kind of has a diagnosis for what she's going through, but then again, she's only seeing this, and nobody else is. So when she talks to somebody about it, they look at her like she's freaking stupid, or like she's crazy. So she talks to this cop, and she's trying to get people to believe her. So like every day it just seems to get worse and worse and worse. And one of my favorite parts is when she goes to this old house out in the middle of nowhere. It looks like this old place that's basically abandoned, and it's her old childhood home, and she like tries to confront this thing, and there's like really cool kind of creepy scenes out in that house. I mean, you see this woman like afraid, but then she tries to confront her fear, and tries to understand what's going on. So there's definitely an entity. There's definitely something that is terrorizing her until the time it feels like it wants to attack her and kill her. And it's always somebody, you can tell when this thing is around because it's smiling. And the way it smiles, like everyone has a different smile to them. They do like a man, and then there's like this psychiatrist woman, and the way they smile is different. I like that, how it's not always the same. But anyway, a very creative film. I really like it a lot. It really surprised me. I don't want to give too much away, you know, like about what happens. I will say this though, the ending I liked, because with these kind of movies you expect, like, I'm not going to say there wasn't a happy ending, but in these kind of movies you expect like the hero or the person that's, you know, that it's the movie's concentrating on, you expect all the time that everything's going to be okay, there's a happy ending, there's this and that. This movie really kind of explores that, but then it doesn't. That's all I'm going to say. I like how it ended. I think it ended how it should have. And I think that makes it a lot more creepier, because now I want to say it's unpredictable. So you kind of know some information about what's going on, but then you have no idea. Like, it's honestly not following that same path that you think. You know, if you hear someone talk about what's going on with this thing, just think something else, because that's what it does in this movie. So that's what I liked. Yeah, it's unpredictable. I loved just, I don't know, it was creepy. For 2022, definitely one of the better horror films that year, for sure. That's just my opinion. But yeah, I really, really liked it. So that's my review for Smile. I don't want to give too much away. Definitely see it for yourself. Watch it, you know, in the dark, alone, or preferably when it's storming out. I don't know. It's it's definitely worth, you know, if you're a horror fan, I think you would like it. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this review.